Hey guys, I'm Kevin, and this is some sound advice. The most important thing for effective sound design is finding the right sounds that complement the action on screen and also support the tone of your movie. For example, horror movies and comedies will treat sound design very differently, and it's important to be aware of how sounds affect emotion.
It's the Toast Patrol!
For the sound gun short, I wanted to use mostly pretty raw real-world sounds, or at least sounds that originally came from the real world, as opposed to using synthesized sounds. I made that creative choice because the actual sound gun prop looks like it's thrown together from all these little bits and pieces, and I wanted the sound to match that look. So I like to go through the different sounds that make up the sound gun pack. When it starts to power up and the disc starts spinning, that's actually a power drill. Now the great thing about the really important thing as the pack continues to charge up and it starts getting more energy, I added in an air conditioner unit that I also recorded myself. These real-world sounds give it a gritty mechanical feel, and it suggests a lot of internal movement and parts starting up, and I really like that. The beeping sound as the pack gets ready to fire is actually a turn signal off an old 1970s Honda motorcycle that I also recorded. I added in some extra layers from my own sound library, and this was really just kind of help round out the sound. So from my library, I also used a dentist drill and a hard drive starting up. I also used a bomb falling sound that I played in reverse, and then an egg timer ding at the end when the gun is fully ready to fire. And then to push things over the top, I added some sci-fi elements to my library as well, which just helps the pack feel even bigger and more cinematic, and both kind of scary and funny, like it's just full of this raw energy, it's about to explode. So for the gun firing, I actually used the same drill sound I used for the pack starting to power up, but I ran it through some voice filtering software that you're normally supposed to use on vocals, like this.
Or like a nice nursery rhyme, or something. Kevin.
But when I ran the drill through it, it gave it this great sci-fi edge, but it still felt grounded in the real world, because it came from a real recording. I felt using this drill sound gave the sound a little more color and texture than using a purely synthesized element. It somehow felt a little more believable to me, even though it's completely ridiculous. You want to remember to have sounds that complement each other and make sure each sound is doing something different. If you're not sure if a sound's adding anything, try removing it once, and if it sounds the same, keep it out. Your sound will probably be cleaner with it gone. All these sounds I've shown you make the sound of the sound gun firing, of that continuous beam going. But when the sound gun beam starts and ends, I also added some extra little short effects to make the moment feel more impactful. I added some martial arts hits, some explosions, and some whooshes to make that a little punchier. Thanks for watching, guys. If you'd like some extra credit, check out the information below for a download link to the video clip we used in this episode. I want you guys to go out there and just find some interesting sounds around you, record them, and then show me your own version of the sound gun.
Huh?
Walk.
Huh?
Well, that's all the time I have for you kids today, so I'm out. That's so stupid.